Hi guys, welcome to SUDEEPVERSE, and this is Prelims Affairs, where we discuss the current affairs from Prelims perspective. Now, in this episode, we will discuss about the Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana. Understand this particular program in detail because there is very high chances that this question can come in the upcoming Prelims 2026. Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana is a program that was announced on 15th August 2025 on the day of independence in the Independence Day speech of the Prime Minister of India. The objective of the program is to reduce the regional disparity in India, especially regarding agricultural development. And to reduce this regional disparity, this program is going to target the 100 most backward farming districts in India and try to improve the indicators of agriculture and allied activities in these 100 most backward farming districts to reduce the regional disparity of agricultural development in India. Now, Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana is a program that is working on the same model as an aspirational district program that was taken up by NITI Aayog. In the aspirational district program, the NITI Aayog had targeted 112 least developed districts to improve the human development indicators. In the same manner, this Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana is going to focus on the 100 most backward lagging districts, especially in agriculture and allied activities. Now, how do we allocate the 100 districts fairly among all the states in India? And for this, they have used two criteria to allocate the districts among the states and union territories. And the two criteria are, first is the share of net cropped area, and the second is the share of operational holdings. So the share of net cropped area gives the amount of area that is dedicated to agriculture, and the share of operational holdings shows the amount of farmers that are present in the states. So whichever states will have higher share of net cropped area and higher share of operational holdings will get greater districts compared to others. So these are the two important criteria that the government uses to allocate the districts among the states and union territories. Now, after allocating the number of districts to different states, how is the states going to identify the most lagging agricultural district in that particular state? This has to be done using three criteria. The three criteria are: one, low agricultural productivity; the second is low cropping intensity; and the third is low agricultural credit access. So those districts within the state that have the lowest agricultural productivity, lowest cropping intensity, and lowest agricultural credit access will be identified as the most lagging agricultural districts within the state. Now understand this one rule. This one rule is the minimum representation rule given in PM-Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana, and that minimum representation rule says there has to be at least one district from every state and union territory. Now, once we have identified the 100 most backward farming districts in India, the second is to implement our agricultural schemes so that the agricultural development takes place at a much faster pace. And this happens by applying the convergence model. Convergence model means you are converging the central sector schemes with state sector schemes in those districts. Convergence means you are converging the public sector with the private sector in those districts. Now, to make sure that the convergence and coordination works very well, there is a three-tier system that is created. You have the national level committee, you have the state level committee, and then you have the district level committee. Now, at the national level committee, it is chaired by the Secretary of Ministry of Agriculture. However, it is overlooked by the NITI Aayog to guide and advise to any matter that is regarding this particular program. Now, what is the purpose of this national level committee is that they are going to integrate 36 central government schemes across 11 central departments, so they have to overlook whether these schemes are being implemented in those districts effectively. And for that, they will be monitoring from the national level, and that is what is the main job of the national level committee. And to monitor and evaluate these schemes at the district, there will be one central nodal officer who will be appointed for every district, and the central nodal officer will be reporting to the national committee on the implementation of these schemes. The second is the state level committee. The state level committee is basically chaired by the chief secretary of the state, and the main purpose of the state level committee is to coordinate the programs at the central level being implemented at the district level, and the second is to integrate the state level agricultural schemes into this particular program. Now, at the third level, you have the district committees. The district committee is headed by the district collector. Now, the district collector goes on to create what you call as Dhan Dhanya Samiti at the district level. This Dhan Dhanya Samiti will not only have government members, but it will also have representation from the grassroots level, especially the progressive farmers. So the farmers and the government officials will come together to form Dhan Dhanya Samiti, and the main job of the Dhan Dhanya Samiti is to submit district level agricultural and allied activities plan. So the district agriculture and allied activities plan is submitted by the district Dhan Dhanya Samiti, which is headed by the district collector. So overall you understood how the allocation to the states and how the identification within the state happens, and also you understood the implementation strategy that happens at multiple levels. Now understand that this entire program will be monitored by NITI Aayog, and NITI Aayog will be using 117 key performance indicators in order to identify the agricultural development in these districts. Now this program will run for 6 years from 2025 to 2031, and this program will focus on both agriculture as well as allied activities. Now when I say agriculture, it involves both pre-production activities like seeds, fertilizers and irrigation, and also post-harvest activities like storage, warehousing, transport as well as processing. And this program also focuses on livelihood activities like horticulture, poultry as well as livestock. So this gives you the prelims perspective of how the questions can be asked from Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you want to know more about different issues that can come in the upcoming Prelims 2026 exam, then please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. I'll see you again. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Bye.